Yes. So this story continues in the next verse. Hanta Devi Tilakasya Samastad Bindavorunu Sugandirasena Krishna Madaka Mahosadi Mukya Dirahastamiha Kim Parakalpya. So in this verse, Raghunath prays, when will I be able to give tilak to Srimati Radhika? And these tilak are like an aphrodisiac to attract Shri Krishna. So Gurudev describes Radhika has a full moon shaped tilak. And inside that full moon, there's a lotus with 8 petals. And inside the center of the lotus with 8 petals, there's a red dot. And this is so attractive that it enchants and attracts Krishna. Wherever he is, he may be with the cows, maybe with the sakas, but he is very eager to come and see Radhika. So now we're continuing the story. Why does Krishna leave the gopis? So Gurudev describes the essence of the nature of prem. We learned this verse about what is prem and what is bhav. Ladi nirasara prem, prem sara bhav, bhavira paramakasta, nam mahabhav, mahabhava surupa Sri Radha Thakurani, saravaguna kani, Krishna kanta shiromani. That the essence of happiness, ladini. If you look at people, what is happiness in this world? The essence of real happiness is love. Ladinira Sahara Prem. And in the spiritual world, it's also like that. So Radhika is Ladini Shakti. And the essence of that pleasure potency is pure love, Prem. The essence of that Prem is Bhav, ecstatic emotion. And the highest limit of Bhav is called Mahabhav. And the very form of that Mahabhav is Srimati Radhika. She is the topmost of all the gopis. She is Krishna's dear most beloved. So then Gurudev describes the levels of Prem. From Prem comes Sneha, more thick, deeper, more powerful affection. Then Sneha, Man. Man is when they become angry at Krishna, and it's even deeper, thicker love. Pranay, even more thick. Rag, Anurag, Mahabhav. And then even higher, Ruda, Adiruda, Modan, and Madan. So within other Sakis, Mahabhav may be there to some extent. But in Radhika, Modan, Madan Bhav, Madanakya Bhav are only present in Srimati Radhika. So therefore Radhika is alone able to fully satisfy Krishna. Even though Krishna meets with other gopis, he feels like he's only remembering Radhika. And he's only doing it for a specific cause. So what is that cause? So Gurudev describes this by describing how Krishna returned from the rasa dance when he disappeared. And now Krishna is sitting in front of all the gopis. He approached them with his pitambar around his neck. And all the gopis made a seat out of their anchals for Krishna. And then they asked him, Krishna, why did you leave? There are many different kinds of love. What kind of love is yours? So at that time, the different gopis with different moods related differently with Krishna. So Chandravali's party, they took Krishna's feet in their laps. Shamala's party, who is Surhit Saki, friendly to Radhika, they took Krishna's hands. Bhadra's party, Tatashta party, they took Krishna's left hand. And the Swapaksha gopis, Radhika's party, they were standing a little bit at a distance, piercing Krishna with the arrows of their angry glances. But actually, some of the Swapaksha gopis were actually happy because they thought Krishna left everyone, but he took my Radhika. But then after he left Radhika also, so there's also some anger. Some little bit of anger. That he left all the gopis and went with Radhika, okay, but afterwards he also left Radhika and she was also lamenting. So the Swapaksha gopis are looking like that. And they asked, why did you leave us? And what kind of love do you have? So then Gurudev describes the answer to the question, why does Krishna leave? And this is very important for us, for our sadhana. Krishna said, I left only to increase your utkanta. Utkanta is Sanskrit for eagerness. And without this utkanta, prem becomes, it has the potential to become static. If we were always together, this is madan, meeting. And modan means separation, modan bhav. Madan and modan. Modan is when they are separated. So if we're always meeting, then there's no separation, then the eagerness for meeting does not enhance, and then the meeting will not be more and more sweet. So in order for the meeting of Radha Krishna and the gopis to always increase and be more and more and more sweet, then there has to be separation. There has to be some gap in meeting. And then when the eagerness builds up and builds up and builds up and builds up, and it's like it's going to explode, then Krishna meets with them again. So Krishna said, only to increase your eagerness, I disappeared. But I was always there, very close by. I was listening to your prayers. I was listening to your chastisements. And I truly love you so much. Now there's one thing. Krishna is bahunishta. Bahunishta means many branched in his affections. And the gopis are eknishta, one branched in their affection. They only love Krishna. But Krishna has so many devotees, he has to be with them all. Not only that, but as Paramatma, he's in all the souls, even demons and devotees, any living entity. So Krishna has to be bahunishta. But yet Krishna's love is pure. But the devotee's love is superior because it's one-pointed. That's why Krishna himself leaves everything and becomes Mahaprabhu, saying, I want to become Eknishta. As Mahaprabhu, Krishna is Eknishta. But Krishna is Bahunishta. He has many places he has to give his affection. All the devotees, all the living entities. So Krishna says, what can I do? But really you should know, I only disappeared to increase your eagerness to be with me and also to glorify you. I want everyone to see that there is no one like the gopis. Only the gopis' love is supreme. Napare ham niravadya samyujam. That your love is pure, svasadu krityam. It's spotlessly pure. And everyone will worship you as the topmost example of devotion. And then Krishna said the verse that we just learned. Mai bhaktir hibhutanam amritasvaya kalpite dishyadyadesin matsneo bhavatinam madapana. By bhakti for me and developing attachment for me, then one becomes amritatva, atmritatvaya. One becomes transported to my eternal realm where one becomes immortal and ever blissful. So that's, my bhakti has that power. Dishyadyadesin matsneo, having affection for me has this power. So Gurudev describes that in our lives as sadhakas, we need to increase our eagerness. And if we don't have eagerness, everything will be static. So Krishna tells the gopis, to increase your eagerness, I disappeared. Otherwise, love is like an ocean or a lake. But if there's no separation, there will be no waves. And it will become static. It's a very beautiful thing. That I want there to be waves in the ocean of prem. And for there to be waves in the ocean of prem, there must be separation. Otherwise, if you have a body of water that is stagnant, it will not be so clean and pure. So he says, in order for there to be ever fresh waves rising in the ocean of prem, I may disappear. Then Gurudev gives another example. Gurudev says like this, what's in my hand? What's in my hand, Gurudev says. If you don't know, if Gurudev sticks his hand in his pocket, and pulls out his hand, what's in my hand? Very eager, right? And you ask him and he gives you guesses, but you say, no. Your eagerness increases. Finally, it's like you want to go and open it. But Gurudev said, no. Puts his hand back in his pocket. What's in my hand? As long as the fist is closed, your eagerness increases. But if you see what's in the hand, maybe he has some toy, some trinket, then the eagerness dissipates. So Gurudev says, to increase the eagerness, to keep the mystery alive in love, I will disappear and then come, and then disappear and then come. So this is a very sweet thing. And in sadhana, we need this eagerness. Gurudev tells the story of Narad. Narad was given darshan for a moment, and then he disappeared, and Krishna appeared, and the voice came that, I gave you my darshan so you have something to meditate on, so you can meditate on my form. By meditating on my form, you will quickly come to me. But by developing eagerness by my separation, you will very quickly come to me. So separation is very nice because it helps us very quickly go forward in our process. It helps us rapidly progress, separation. But it's very important to develop this mood of separation. Okay, so we pray to Srila Gurudev, we remember these sweet pastimes, we pray to Gurudev that we develop these moods of separation, we develop our eagerness. Eagerness is very important, utkantata. In the 9 stages of bhav, right? Ashaktis gunakyane pritistad vasatistale shantiravyartha kalatvam viraktirmana sunyata namagane sararuchi. Eagerness is very important. So we pray to become eager. Gurudev makes this last point. That to go from Kanishta to Madhyam, we need eagerness. To go from Madhyam to Madhyam to Uttam, we have to be eager. There must be eagerness mixed with enthusiasm and greed. These 3 ingredients, mix them together and you'll become perfect. Eagerness, enthusiasm, and greed. And he said, Kanishta is happy serving the deity. But Madhyam, as you develop eagerness, Madhyam is not only satisfied by serving the deity, they want to hear Harikatha, they want to absorb the mind in meditation. And then Madhyam, they always want to be in pure devotees association. Madhyam Uttam. So as much as we develop eagerness, that much will progress in bhakti. If we don't have eagerness, we'll never progress. So we'll stop here today. Please subscribe down there for our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications and share this with your friends. Radhe Radhe.